So I had the delusional idea to react to my top 10 most viral TikToks. However, the twist is I'm gonna expose a secret or lie behind each viral video. Did I lie about something? Hidden messages? We'll see, so let's go. Before we get on to the secret behind this video, here's some context. This was just a fun little trend where the creator was getting made fun of for looking like he was easy to draw.
Making these videos saying I'm easy to draw. I am not.
Okay, but yes, I do indeed have a secret for this video. Actually, I have two. The first one isn't as scandalous. So basically, I used this manga brush pack set to draw this to emulate that manga looking style, and this is exposing myself because I say I always use the Dreamy Sketch brush pack, which is my go-to holy grail brush. I know, I'm a fake. I always say I use it, but this time I did not. I'm sorry. Okay, but the second secret is a little bit more deplorable. Big word. I traced his nose. I know, an artist tracing sent me to jail, but I did not get it right, okay? And I wanted to post the video ASAP, so I traced it, okay? Don't hate me. I'm sorry. Moving on. So I broke a world record with this drawing. Fastest time to draw an anime style face is about 9 seconds. Okay, last try. I'm gonna do it in like 5 seconds. 1. And that was actually 6 seconds, so we did it, guys. We now hold this world record together. Real quick, if you do want to see the full video of me breaking 4 more records, it's already up right here. Very good video. Give it a watch after. But basically, I'm going to expose myself a bit with this one. I actually did way more takes than what you see. I think in the video, I only showed like 3 or 4 takes to make it seem like I did it really effortlessly, but nope. I think it's because I also had to hold my phone to film and draw at the same time. I don't know. Someone buy me a better tripod, please. Okay, so you can probably guess what the lie is behind this video. Yeah, it wasn't the first time I drew traditionally in 2 years. I did do some other random ugly doodles before, but this was my first time actually trying, okay? So it's like half lie. But yeah, this was my first time actually trying to draw traditionally for the first time in 2 years because I was really deep into digital art. But here's my old notebook, by the way. I loved recreating manga panels and just drawing what I saw in anime. And I think a lot of people look down on artists who draw screen captures or manga panels directly, but I think it's just like a fun way to understand how to move your hand or how certain lines and strokes might feel. So I like looking at my reference image on the side to kind of challenge myself, but if you're a beginner and just want to get a feel of it, I recommend AR Drawing, which is an app that allows you to project a drawing from your phone. So this lets you directly draw on paper what you see from your phone, which can help muscle memory movement and familiarizing yourself with how to move the pencil to draw certain things. I think I mentioned this before, but I like comparing it to like when you learn calligraphy. You can see the character and what you're doing is just kind of emulating the shape with your pencil. Or life hack, if you just want to skip the line art process and practice coloring with markers or watercolor, so you can click the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen to download AR Drawing app to quickly trace your base, then practice coloring. Alright, now on to the next TikTok. So I've been drawing every single day for about 3 years now, and here's some things that I will never do again. I will never ever use a teeny tiny canvas again. Look how pixely and crunchy this looks. I'll also probably never stop being delusional because honestly, I think that's what helped me draw every single day. And I'll probably never work on a piece for 5 hours straight again. I remember staring at this for 5 hours straight and my eyes were so sore after, so yeah, don't do that. Oh my god, I like how I said I was already delusional like 2 years ago. Some things never change. Yeah, so I used really ugly, pixely, crunchy default brushes and it just made everything look terrible. So if you're curious, now I use a big canvas, always over 3,800 by 4,800 pixels. And as for brushes, you already know I use the Dreamy Sketch brush pack in the description. Check it out, my holy grail. Okay, and here's where I gotta expose myself. This drawing actually did not take 5 hours. I think it actually took about 6 hours, but okay, listen, I'm sorry. I did remember also taking small breaks in between, but there were like 2 minutes max. So yes, I did lie a little bit just to exaggerate my point, but yeah, please take longer breaks, like, you know, 10, 15 minutes, all right? Oh my gosh, I think this next one is by far the most controversial video. I even had to turn off comments because people started getting so heated and just, okay, you'll see. Okay, yeah, so this video got people so mad. Some were saying that this was worse than AI, some were saying it just defeats the purpose of art and that it's stealing and I shouldn't steal someone's art like that. So here's the secret. I actually drew all of these heads and I just turned it into a stamp set that people could use to practice drawing different head angles. That's it. That is my secret. I actually made these. And I'm all for it if you just want to use it to like practice head angles or practice coloring, save time for your webtoon. Honestly, there are tons of helpful ways to use it, but I think especially if the artist allows you to use it, I don't see why it's a bad thing. I don't know, let me know. Next up, we arguably have the most embarrassing video, so get ready. Alright, literally in 2 seconds I'm going to show you the most embarrassing sketchbook tour ever. So starting off strong, I wasn't kidding. We got a full-sized anthropomorphic ant. And if one ant was enough, boom, we got another one. But sometimes 2 isn't enough. I got it. 3. And you know what? 4th one's a charm. Guess what? Boom, another one. Okay, you want more? Don't worry, I got you. Here's another one. And I tried something new here. Went with a turtle. Again, what really worries me is how big they are and like the amount of detail I put into all of these. And then I drew a very large cat. So if you are ever embarrassed about your sketchbook, don't be, because remember that there is someone out there who has a sketchbook filled with like 10 pages of full-sized ants. Nice, yeah. So as you can see, I literally have my sketchbook filled with life-sized ants. I think this is peak embarrassment. You know, I feel like the video itself is already me exposing myself. There really is no secret or lie or anything behind this video, to be completely honest. I think the ants have already spoken for me. However, if you hear this secret message, comment your favorite animated film down below. I'd love to know. Mine is Ratatouille. You know, I should have drawn Remy. Okay, first off, I just have to say for this one, I got so many comments saying that I suck at teaching, which I totally agree. I literally learned pen spinning in 24 hours. See right here. So who am I to teach, honestly? So I often get questions as to how I spin my pencil, so here is a really quick and easy tutorial. Once you got this motion down, you're gonna hold your pencil like this. Once you have that down, you can basically just keep going. And now you're basically the coolest person in class. You got this. But I actually gotta expose 2 things for this video. First one, I keep changing the image in the back. I think I changed it like 3 times. And no one noticed. And I just did this because I drew these to sell as little prints, and I thought if someone would notice them, I could be like, hey, I also draw. Buy these if you want. Here's a cute capybara and tray station print. But yeah, no one noticed, so that didn't work out. And the next thing I will expose is this is actually a direct plagiarized video of another video I made probably a year before this. Everyone always asks me how I spin my pencil, so here's a really quick and easy tutorial. The higher up you have it, once you're comfortable doing this, use a little bit momentum to just keep doing this until it feels more comfortable. You can do it twice in a row. So from 1 twirl to 2. More practice, you can just keep it going. You're basically the coolest person in class, so yeah, give it a go. It's basically the same word for word. I know, I'm sorry, but if you know me, you know that I love to reduce, reuse, recycle, so I gotta stick by my word. Now, before we get to the top 3 most viral videos, here are 2 honorable mentions. The $2,000 grand prize art contest ends tonight, so let's do a last minute entry. I was thinking of doing something with whales, because you know whales have like these whale songs. It could be kind of like jumping out of the sky through these clouds. Single time I use the Dreamy Sketch liner brush. I love it, it's so good. And like 90% of my time I spend it on coloring and rendering, which I also use the same brush for. Sorry, I kind of lied. I'm using the clouds brush from the Ghibli Nature brush set. If you want to draw clouds, guys, this brush is the way to go. Okay, first thing to expose. I actually already had it planned out. I already knew what I was going to draw, so whatever scribbles I'm doing here is just to give the viewer a visual. I didn't necessarily use this drawing at all to help me make the final piece. I'm sorry. Yeah, another little secret is I use this cloud brush way more than I like to admit it. Someone should tell me to gatekeep this because I honestly, like, look how good they look. Yeah, so unfortunately we didn't win, but it's all good. I think we still made a pretty sick looking piece that I wouldn't have made in the first place, so it is a win-win for me. And honestly, I'm just glad people like this video and my piece. Okay, again, the thing that I got exposed for this is the exact same thing that I did for the pen spinning video. I put up some prints that I drew in the background hoping someone would ask about it and I could be like, hey, I drew them, want to buy it? But yeah, it didn't work. Okay, top 3, let's go. At number 3, we have this one. Okay, I literally got scammed and I just found out.
There's a new kind of AI scam that's going around.
Basically, they reached out and they're like, can you draw me an OC? Except I don't have an idea of what they look like visually. I only have a list of words that I use to describe them. They also asked if I could send in a sample of my work, which of course I stupidly did. And then after they said they wanted to proceed, I sent them my rough draft, which was this. And then basically after I sent this in, I just got completely ghosted. Yeah, so everything you see in this video is 100% true. If you want more info about it, I made a whole YouTube video about it right here. Honestly, there's no huge secret or lie to expose on my end, so instead here is an update. Still ghosted, heard nothing back. Instead, let's learn a lesson together. Always watermark your stuff. Okay, I love this one and I'm glad people did too. However, I do have something to expose for this video. I'm gonna hide this in my Instagram post to see if anyone notices. I think his head would fit great in this little man bun. Okay, I have to turn down the opacity a little bit or else it's just gonna be like way too obvious. I also tried to match the color of it. Okay, boom, and it's right there on the Instagram. Okay, and it's been about 2 weeks and no one has noticed. So after this little experiment, I think it is pretty safe to say, trust me, if no one will notice this rat in his literal head, whatever mistake or imperfection that you think is in your Instagram post will probably not be seen. A lot of people commented like, oh, thank you so much for making this video. It really gave me the confidence to post, or like, oh, I love this hidden message. It's so sweet. Thank you. To be completely honest, my intentions were never that deep. Though, however, I do 1000% agree though. Like, yes, post what you want, be confident. No one will scrutinize your every move. However, you guys just made me sound so much nicer than my actual intentions, which were, you know, honestly, just to show that I can hide a literal rat in someone's hair and have no one notice. But side note, truly thank you for everyone's nice comments. I cherish them all. Okay, and we have reached number 1. Also, this is kind of full circle because our first video that we watched is the follow-up of this video. So again, same guy. This was his original video where "you're easy to draw" was the insulting punchline.
Gotten any sleep today, and maybe that's why you look easy to draw.
So again, I have 2 secrets. The first one is actually the same as the first. I used this manga brush pack set to draw instead of my go-to holy grail. I'm sorry, but now you know, okay? Again, I do have a secret for this video, but before I expose myself, for anyone wondering, I use Procreate. The device I use is the iPad Pro 12.9-inch 4th gen. Okay, and here is the second thing that I'm going to expose. You know how the insulting punchline is like, "you're easy to draw"? I will say this was actually a little bit hard to draw. I would consider him kind of hard to draw. And I think this probably took like an embarrassingly long time, probably like 1.5 hours. So yeah, even though I was trying to be funny, hop on the trend, kind of poke fun at him for being easy to draw, I will expose myself and say right now that this was very hard and he was not easy to draw. And there we go, that's all for now. All right, bye!